Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Are you ready to uncover a hidden gem in your change jar? Well, stick around because today we're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable errors of the 2005 Jefferson Nickel that could be worth $1,000 to $10,000 or more. If you're a fan of rare coin hunting, you're going to want to pay close attention, because this is a treasure you might already have without even knowing it. This is the kind of find that could change your coin collection game forever. So, grab your magnifying glass and get ready to discover how a tiny mistake in production could make you a big payday. 2005 Jefferson Nickel, the history. The 2005 Jefferson Nickel was issued as part of the Jefferson Nickel series. This coin featured the usual obverse image of Thomas Jefferson, along with the familiar Monticello reverse. However, 2005 marked a key year when the Mint released special editions to commemorate the bicentennial of Jefferson's Louisiana Purchase and Lewis and Clark expedition. But let's talk about what you're here for, the error coins. When it comes to the 2005 Jefferson Nickel, there was a small group of coins that were struck with serious defects that make them so desirable. And no, we're not just talking about the common wear and tear you find on most nickels. These rare error versions stand out for their misprints, double strikes, and other factory flaws that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Rare error varieties of the 2005 nickel. Now, let's get into the money-making errors. The most prized errors of the 2005 Jefferson Nickel include double die obverse. This rare variety occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once, creating a blurry or ghostly double image of Thomas Jefferson's face. These double strikes are incredibly rare and can fetch anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 depending on the quality and clarity of the double strike. Off-center strikes. These occur when the nickel is struck off-center, causing the design to be misaligned. This creates a unique and distorted look, making the coin a collector's dream. Off-center error coins from 2005 can be valued from $2,000 to $10,000 or more. Clipped planchet error. A clipped planchet happens when a portion of the nickel is cut off during production. These irregularly shaped coins are highly sought after because of their unusual look. Some of these 2005 Jefferson Nickel errors have been sold for $5,000 plus. Why are these errors so valuable? The rarity and uniqueness of these errors are what drive their value. With only a few of these mistakes in circulation, finding one in your pocket change can be like discovering a treasure chest. Plus, since the US Mint makes millions of coins every year, even a small misprint can result in massive demand from collectors who are looking to complete their sets with these rare pieces. Excited yet? If you think you've got one of these error coins, it's worth checking your collection and researching further. Get that coin appraised by a professional or take it to a trusted coin dealer. With a little luck, your nickel could be worth thousands. But here's the thing, I've only scratched the surface today, and I've got tons more info coming your way. So, if you want to keep discovering rare coins that could be worth up to $10,000, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on every valuable coin tip and trick I've got for you. Call to action. Subscribe now to my channel, USA Coins Value, where we dive deep into the most valuable coins, their history, and how you can spot them before anyone else does. Let's build a community of savvy coin collectors and turn those finds into big-time profits. Bicentennial, hook the viewers, stop what you're doing because you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Imagine finding a single quarter in your pocket, only to realize it's worth thousands of dollars. Yes, we're talking about the rare 1976 Bicentennial Quarter with valuable error varieties that have sold for $1,000, $5,000, and even over $10,000 at auction. Money bag, money bag, money bag. This isn't just any quarter, it's a historic piece celebrating America's 200th birthday. But some of these coins were struck with rare mistakes that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Could you be the next person to cash in on one? Stay with me until the very end to find out how to identify these rare quarters, what makes them valuable, and how much they've sold for. And if you love learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure to subscribe to Old Chiller Coin 4 right now so you never miss out on hidden treasures like this. Trophy, History of the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter. Before we dive into the rare errors, let's talk about why this quarter is so special. In 1976, the U.S. Mint released a special design to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Instead of the usual eagle on the reverse, the Bicentennial Quarter features a unique design with a colonial drummer, created by artist Jack L. Ahr. These coins were struck in both copper-nickel, for circulation, and in 40% silver, for collectors. The Mint produced them in massive numbers, over 800 million struck. But what collectors really want are the error varieties, the coins that shouldn't exist but somehow slipped through quality control and made their way into circulation. Rare error varieties, the money makers. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. If you have one of these rare error quarters, you could be looking at a payday worth thousands. Let's go over some of the biggest money-making errors. Fire double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the die shifts slightly during the minting process, causing a doubling effect on letters or numbers. Look closely at In God We Trust or Liberty for any doubling. Some of these have sold for over $10,000. Fire double die reverse, DDR, just like the obverse, some quarters have doubling on the drummer's hat or drumsticks. If you find this, collectors will pay top dollar. Some of these DDR bicentennial quarters have fetched over $8,000 at auctions. Fire OFF center strike, when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, it gets struck off center, sometimes cutting off part of the design. The more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable it is. One of these off-center bicentennial quarters sold for $12,000. Clipped planchet error. If a quarter was struck on a metal blank that wasn't fully cut, it will have a missing edge or clipped look. This rare minting mistake can easily bring in $5,000 to $10,000 depending on its condition. Fire missing clad layer error. Some quarters are missing their outer nickel layer, exposing the copper core. This results in a weird, dull appearance. These can be worth $4,000 to $9,000, sometimes even more if the missing layer is on one side only. Fire struck on a nickel planchet. Yes, there are some 1976 quarters that were struck on a 5-cent nickel planchet. These wrong planchet errors are crazy rare and can sell for $15,000 or more in high grades. Fire overstrike error. This is one of the most dramatic errors where a bicentennial quarter was mistakenly struck over another coin. These have been auctioned for as much as $20,000. How to identify and sell your rare bicentennial quarter. So how do you know if you have a rare error bicentennial quarter? Here's what you need to do. White heavy checkmark. Check your 1976 D quarters under good lighting and with a magnifying glass. White heavy checkmark. Look for doubling on the text and images. White heavy checkmark. Check the edges and surfaces for missing clad layers or clips. White heavy checkmark. Use a scale to check the weight. Wrong planchet errors will weigh differently. White heavy checkmark. If you spot anything unusual, take clear photos and consult a coin expert or grading service like PCGS or NGC. White heavy checkmark. Consider selling it through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers to get top dollar. Record-breaking sales, real-life auctions. Still not convinced these quarters are worth big money? Here are some actual sale prices of rare 1976 D bicentennial quarter errors. Money bag. A double die obverse bicentennial quarter graded MS66 by PCGS sold for $10,500. Money bag. A major off-center strike bicentennial quarter went for $12,800 at auction. Money bag. A clipped planchet bicentennial quarter, in high-grade condition, sold for $11,500. Money bag. A rare quarter struck on a nickel planchet sold for an incredible $15,500. Final thoughts. Call to action. So, now you know, your loose change could be hiding a small fortune. The 1976 D bicentennial quarter is already a special coin, but the error varieties make them absolutely priceless to collectors. If you come across one of these rare errors, don't spend it, you could be sitting on thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to subscribe to Old Chiller Coin 4 right now. Don't forget to like this video and drop a comment below if you think you have a rare bicentennial quarter. Who knows? You could be holding the next $20,000 coin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting. Trophy money bag. Coin collectors, get ready. Police car like you could be sitting on a treasure worth $1,000, $5,000, or even more and not even know it. Today, we're talking about one of the rarest and most valuable error coins you might find in your pocket change, the 2016 P dime. That's right, this little dime could be hiding some huge value, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the errors that could make you a coin collector's dream. So, if you've got any 2016 P dimes lying around, you might want to get ready to get excited, because these rare errors are selling for thousands of dollars. Let's dive into the world of 2016 P dime errors and discover how you can turn that dime into a major payday. Face screaming in fear money bag. 2016 P dime, a brief history. The 2016 P dime was the first ever dime minted with the Philadelphia P mint mark to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. This was a monumental year for coin collectors, as the P mint mark had never been used on dimes before. But while most of these dimes were produced as part of the regular series, 2016 P dimes would later be found to have some rare minting errors that would make them incredibly valuable. Rare error varieties of the 2016 P dime. Now, here's where things get really exciting. If you're a coin hunter, you might just have one of these error coins in your collection right now. The rare errors of the 2016 P dime include double die obverse. One of the most valuable error types for this year's dimes is the double die obverse. When this happens, the dime shows a blurry, doubled image of Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait. Some 2016 P dimes with this error have been sold for upwards of $2,000 to $5,000. Fire. Off-center strikes. These off-center dimes are another highly sought-after error. This happens when the coin is struck too far to one side, causing a misaligned design. These rare misprints can bring in anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 depending on their condition and the severity of the error. Clipped planchet error. A clipped planchet occurs when part of the dime's edge is missing because it was cut off during the minting process. This makes the dime look unusual and irregular, and these coins can command a $5,000 plus value in some cases. Why are these errors so valuable? These errors are extremely rare, and with so many coins in circulation, only a few will end up with such a unique flaw. That's why they are in such high demand from collectors who are willing to pay top dollar to complete their collections. Finding an error coin like this in your change could be your ticket to a huge payday, especially if you find a double die or an off-center dime. Excited yet? If you've got a 2016 P dime, now's the time to check it under the magnifying glass. You might have a hidden treasure waiting for you. Don't wait, your coin could be worth $1,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 plus. But how will you know for sure? That's why you need to keep watching, because I've got more tips and tricks coming up on how to spot these valuable errors and where to sell them for top dollar. Call to action. Collision. Subscribe now to my channel, USA Coins Value, for more exclusive tips on finding valuable coins in your collection. I'm bringing you the latest info on rare coins, their history, and how to spot those money-making errors that could be worth thousands. Collision. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and join me on this journey to turn your coins into cash. See you in the next video. Money bag waving hand.